The sign over the door, parenthetically, that I was going to bring today, except it's still at home. But imagine the sign over the door read, "Seize the day," with seize spelled S-E-A-S. Seize the day. 2 weeks ago tomorrow, Monday, June 1st, it was one of those days when Stan was refused treatment at Penn due to low platelets. So after we got home, it just wasn't one of our best days. A friend texted me with an invitation to us to use her beach house in Avalon, New Jersey. Stan wasn't interested because he had just reserved tea times for the next few days, thinking he was going to be undergoing chemo, but being freed up. So with uncharacteristic spontaneity, I made the decision to go and was packed in the car in less than an hour. I think even Stan was a bit stunned. So what a gift to savor. A couple of relaxing, beautiful, unexpected days at the beach. For those that don't know, Avalon is at the New Jersey shore. It's about 2.5 hours from where I live. Most of us, I suspect, are familiar with the Latin aphorism carpe diem, that translates as seize the day, where seize is spelled S-E-I-Z-E. It's a call to action that urges us to enjoy the present moment and take full advantage of today. The phrase dates to 23 before the Common Era, when it was used by the Roman poet Horace, who literally translates it as pluck the day, trusting as little as possible to the next day. The verb carpe is an agricultural term that means to pluck or gather, like picking a ripening fruit, rather than aggressively seizing something. Those of us who live aggressively might consider that for reflection. Me, anyway. The bottom line message is an invitation to live each day intentionally. And in today's gospel today, we hear the line, Jesus was moved with compassion for the crowds because they were troubled and abandoned. I wonder if at the time the crowds realized that, but Jesus did, so good. And speaking as a member of the crowd often, I sometimes miss that I'm troubled or abandoned. And so I've learned, many of you may know this, but in Greek, a language I am not conversant in, the word for compassion has multiple syllables, and it's splanknosomoi. It means a visceral feeling of such intimate connection that another's need moves your guts. I mean, it's not just nice compassion, it's deep compassion. So I found myself moved by the 2 excerpts from James Finley that Breach shared with us this morning. I find them challenging. And so I don't have this figured out. I'm here to say I would love to hear your perspectives on compassion and reaction to those excerpts, because I think there's a lot of richness there, and I will read them again. Compassion forms the essential bond between seeking God in meditation and all forms of social justice. For the more we are transformed in compassion, the more we are impelled to act with compassion toward others. And the second, if we are absolutely grounded in the absolute love of God, that protects us from nothing, even as it sustains us in all things, then we can face all things with courage and tenderness and touch the hurting places in others and ourselves with love. So what's really impacted me this week has been the fact that self-compassion is an inside job, and that's where it starts. Without compassion to ourselves, we are not able to extend compassion to others. So what about self-compassion? So the last thing I want to share today, before I turn this over to you, is a prayer from Nadia Bolz-Weber that a friend recently shared with her. And she shared it on her Substack. It feels like a fine place to me to begin. And it goes like this. Dear God, help me set aside everything. Help me set aside everything I think I know, so that I might have a soft heart and an open mind. Nadia admits to having to wrestle with being unwilling to accept that there's a difference between what she knows and what she thinks she knows. To wrestle with why she would ever set aside something she knows, because she knows it, and what value there is in the continued softening of a heart that's already gotten softer than her personality is comfortable with. Back to seize the day, SEAS. The wisdom rolls over us like waves on a beach. Now it's time for you to share your wisdom. Thank you.